Mini Prints, my Etsy shop. I'm going to show you how to make these organizing folders for mail or for your refrigerator on Inkscape. So you can put it on your Cricut or your Silhouette machine and make your own customized folders to organize all of your mail or your other paperwork. So we're going to start off, we just need to make the front. This is meant for a US letter size, 8.5 by 11. You just need an 8.5 by 11 sheet for the back. So we're just going to make the front. We're going to start off here. This is what it's going to look like as a file. Let me move that out of the way. We're going to start off with a major rectangle. So that's this button here. And we're going to change to inches so I can make a size. So the width is going to be 8.75, which is just slightly larger than the 8.5 width. And then we're going to use, I'm going to say 5.5 inches height. So about half of the height. We need to make squares for the tabs, which is this side here. I'm sorry, rectangles, not squares. Doesn't matter what size it is. We're just going to resize it by changing up here the size. So I want to do 1 inch width. So again, this is 5.5 inches tall. I'm going to make this a different color so you can see. Now I want to make it so that we have just these tabs that are shaped here, which I'll make another square. It doesn't matter really how long it is, and click it once to get this to come up so I can rotate it. You can pick any angle you want. Let me change the color so you can see. So that's one side. So all I do is I right click and I say copy or Control C. I'm going to use Control C because that's a better command, and then Control V for paste or paste. So now we have two because I wanted equal angles on each side. I just flip that by pressing this button here. I move this here and snap to corner. If you notice on the right hand side, I have this selected, the snap to corner. That's what makes it so much easier. So we're going to click here and click here. I press shift in between to select both, and you can do path, difference, or control minus. That'll cut away whatever's on top. The same thing, or you can highlight. Tabs for one side, we just need to duplicate it. Would be copy and paste. And flip it horizontally. So up here. Just move it over here. It's going to snap there. Now I need to make the bottom tab like I have here. That's pretty easy, right? It's just another rectangle. I think I want that to be 1 inch as well. You can make it longer or shorter if you want. If you go 1/2 inch though, it's not going to be able to grab as well or bend, especially if you're using cardstock. So, and 8.75 inches is the width. Oh, vice versa, but if you mess it up, you just rotate it like I did. Just rotate 90 degrees. And then I got to do the same thing here with the square. I'm going to minus that out. Control minus, which is again, path. It's control minus. Now we have a tab. We're going to put this here. There we go. Okay, so we have the body, the main shape here. Now I want to do the cutout here. So we're going to do an oval, about that size. You can make it bigger, fatter, whatever you like. Place it about here. If you really want it to be in the center, you click on this button here. It's a snap to points, and then make sure it goes to the rotation center, and don't move the rotation center. That's that X there. And then you can move it up, which is painful and a long process, but I'm going to skip that and just kind of eyeball it. So we're going to start assembling it together. We'll put these notches in if you want. Now would be a good time. So you can make a triangle, which is create stars and polygons and make it 3 corners. Doesn't matter if it's a star or a polygon, it'll always make a triangle. And then make it super tiny. You can make it narrow. And make it pretty small because of there. Combine these, which is Control plus. I'll show you how to do it without using commands. I'm pressing shift every time I want to click multiple ones. You can do path and union. So now I want to minus out everything that is this brown color. So click on click, control minus, which is the difference. It's pretty simple. And control minus, and now you have notches right in the corner. It's pretty easy. And then all you have to do is when you import it into your Cricut Design Space or the Silhouette Design Studio, sorry, either the width or the height. So I like to go with whatever's the easiest to remember. So in this case, it's 6.5 inches high for this whole thing. So just tell it to do that size, because for some reason, Cricut Design Space is not imported as the size you have it saved here. If you have Silhouette and you need it to be in a PNG, it's pretty simple. You just go to File, Export PNG image. It comes up over here. You can do Selection, which will only do this. You can also change it so that this is a clear background so the white doesn't show up as the PNG, which is probably smart to do. Press Document, Properties, and click here where it says Checkerboard Background. Again, that's File, Document Properties, and Checkerboard Background. So that's what happens. Now it's all clear when it exports. You can export it as, change the name if you want, because this is just as it's a rectangle right now. And it tells me, and it's just in my file. And you have to press export. And lightweight cardstock, because heavyweight's kind of hard to fold, but it comes out like this, and then you can fold it and glue it onto the back of a 8.5 by 11 sheet. This is, you'll note, it's not actually 8.5 and 11 because I messed up some corner and I had to cut it off. But if you want something like this, where it has the wording, that's where you have to get some of the shapes out. I've already optimized the script font to have bridges here. You'll notice that, for example, the E has a bridge. It used to be continuous. If you don't, it'll cut out the whole thing and you have a big hole missing out of the E rather than this nice cutout shape over here. And this is backwards because I'm using a webcam. You can, if you have this already set up like I do, I sell these on my Etsy shop. Again, that's Manini Prints. You can just copy and paste it. Copy and paste. Put it here, and then you use highlight and highlight, and then control minus. Oh, sorry. Gotta do one at a time. Control minus, and then control minus. So now you have the entire thing. It's labeled, it'll cut it out. It's got some pretty cool cutouts. I don't know why I'm pointing at it, you can't see it. It's got some cool cutouts, so if you put stuff in the back, you can see it through. It's kind of fun. That's it. Or you can have it go ahead and use the pen to mark up the lettering, but you need to do that on Design Space or the Silhouette Studio. Again, it's Kathleen from Manini Prints. I showed you how to make one of these mail organizing folders. You can make this larger or smaller. I just wanted to use it on an 8.5 by 11 sheet. So thanks. Enjoy.